Okay, hi, I'm Danny Mac, and I'm here with international pop sensation Rodrigo Massa.
Oh, stop, detente. Ya no estés diciendo esas cosas que me pongo contento.
Totally.
Of course I had to. Like, right away. Start with Spanish.
I'm also here with Natalie. I love you, Natalie. Hi, Tal.
Hi.
The only girl who's ever shortened her name of Natalie to Tal.
It's the same as like Natasha being Tash. Like, why doesn't Natasha go by
Yeah, but
Nat,
it's
right?
not the same because those are different names. Yeah. You're doing it like a Topher Grace thing.
Who?
Christopher Grace? Topher Grace from that 70s show? Is this really how we're going to
You're
start things
so
off?
much older
with you?
than me.
No, I'm not. Jeez, I do have a birthday coming up. How old do you think I am?
I actually couldn't answer that question.
You have no idea?
No. I was like, no, wait, I was at your birthday.
Yeah, you were,
I did
so you should
trivia
know
for
this.
your birthday.
Yeah, you should.
That was your...
my life into pieces.
It's Natalie's favorite song. I just thought I'd cue it up for the... In case you're wondering.
This is my last resort.
It's just about a little jingle about killing yourself. I thought I'd throw on for funsies.
I knew it was coming at some point. I wasn't expecting like 30 seconds.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, we're not wasting any time today.
Every time I've
No.
recorded so far, I've had drops, and I'm like, I'll sneak it in like at like the 45-minute mark, and then it's just...
Cut my life into pieces.
absolutely
This
let
is
him
my
fly.
last resort.
Especially that one. That one I've played multiple times. Yeah.
That's-
Actually, have you heard that one?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa
Actually-
Roach sponsorship.
Natalie said that I should do. I should have like an intro for the podcast or
Oh,
something.
yeah. Oh, I can do that for you.
I was just going to say because you can both sing.
Yeah.
And you
let's
should
do it.
battle for who I'm going to steal a sound clip from and use the rights for in perpetuity forever.
I like that. Okay, so we'll both like write an intro, like a little jingle thing. We'll try to make it as
And when you say
corny
write-
and lame. Yeah, like we'll create the melody and we'll both present our options and you'll choose, which
Could
one
I
is the
hear
best.
like a rough draft of what you might do? Like right
what
now?
I might do?
Well, like let's say it's called Danny's Awful Podcast. What would like a little singy, jingly, like nice little intro be?
I would. Well, okay. Do you want to try to like do it together and harmonize?
Oh my God!
Yes.
Please,
Yes, I do.
please do this for me.
Okay, I'll start. I'll do a line. You just harmonize over it, like Danny Mac, Awful Podcast.
Oh, fuck
Don't
yeah.
listen to it.
Cut my life into pieces.
Yeah. I like it. Shut up,
I was trying to
Papa
remember
Roach.
what the like Big Mac jingle was because your name does sound a lot like Big Mac. Like, I'm having a Big Mac attack.
There was a Big Mac jingle.
Yeah, from a long time ago. It
Is
was
that
like
when
the
like
80s.
George Costanza did that commercial or whatever? I think so. Is it easy to harmonize? Like if we all just started making noises, could we find it?
I don't know if I think it's easy for some people. Somehow, when I was 7, 8, and I would listen to songs, all of a sudden I remember realizing like I'm not singing exactly what the singer is singing, and then like I was harmonizing without knowing what it was. It comes naturally for certain people, and for others it's kind of hard because like maybe the singer is doing the lead voice, and then you try to harmonize, but you kind of like go with what the singer is singing, and you lose that melody. But I mean, you can try.
Well, since I'm the
a
worst
singing.
singer of us three, I should make a noise first.
Yeah.
And then you guys
Yeah,
have to
let's do
try
it.
to jump in.
Okay.
We just need a word that we all say, right?
Yeah, you're the lead. You start, and we'll
Okay.
follow.
Well, what word
Yeah.
should we say?
Just the most random word you can think of.
Summer, first word that pops into your head?
Oh, it's a bad word.
Okay. It's a
course
bad
it is.
word?
Go with it.
Yeah, what is it?
I was gonna say pussy.
Pussy. Okay.
All
We're
right.
going to harmonize pussy. So I just go first in any sort, and I just hold it, right?
Yeah.
Like a barbershop quartet kind of
Yeah.
thing? Okay. Pussy.
Pussy. Pussy. Pussy. Yeah.
This is my life.
All right.
Nice. That was solid. Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
It kind of started getting a little pitchy towards the end,
Yeah.
but I feel like
Should I have been lower? Or what's
No,
your
you
normal
nailed it.
register? Are you guys a little higher?
I mean, if you're feeling adventurous, we could go higher.
Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Should I start higher or you guys go higher?
an octave higher.
Okay, I'll go higher. Okay.
Yeah.
All
An
right.
octave higher. Okay, Danny.
We're feeling
I don't even
adventurous.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bend over. Let me just kick you real hard.
I'll be able
Get there.
to. Yeah. All right. Pussy.
Pussy.
Natalie. Okay, we're getting worse at this.
Well, this really is an awful podcast.
It is, yeah. No one will ever hear this, by the way. This is for my own personal files, and it will be tucked away. Today's show is brought to you by Oreo Coke Zero, by the way. It's the official Oreo Coke Zero podcast.
Wow.
And so, have you had Oreo Coke Zero?
Yeah, I made a TikTok about it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Natalie's actually got a pretty nice little TikTok going on there.
Nice.
I don't know
Your
if I call
TikTok
it
game.
nice, but
You don't like it? You're making strides.
yeah, getting offered vibrator contracts left, right, and center. You know,
Go ahead.
That's the
Say the name of
dream.
the company that offered you the vibrator contract.
I couldn't even tell you. It's like Lubridu or not Lubriderm, but it's something
Not
like that.
Don't. Lubridu.
Lubridu.
I'd
Lubrid, don't mind if I do.
it. I mean, it will expand your our audience. People will
It's
be
true.
like, "Wow, she's cool. We can really talk to her
Yeah.
about anything."
She's into
true.
vibrators. She's into, marital
all?
aids.
Yeah.
I say take any money that comes your way. You know, I had a vibrator when I was a kid. It was called a Rumble Pack for the Nintendo 64 controller. And you snapped it in and woo! Star
Yeah.
Fox got hot as fuck. Let me tell you something, brother. It was pretty nice.
Okay, so am I the only one that's the
Yeah, but
Oreo Coke?
What I'm going to do here is
virgin?
have Natalie pretend that she's also never had Oreo Coke
Okay.
Zero. So
can
I'm
do
going to
that.
get your honest to God reactions of what it tastes like to you.
Okay.
And Natalie, you're just going to have to pretend.
I can do that.
Lie
Yeah.
to everyone. Okay, we'll dive in.
Mine. Okay,
I have 2 Oreo Coke Zeros ready to go for you.
I'm gonna smell it first.
Oh, yes. Yes. Treat it like a true vintner.
Wow, that's a very interesting smell.
Natalie, your opening thoughts on this drink you've never had before?
It tastes like vanilla Coke. It already exists. It's called vanilla Coke. They taste exactly the same.
Don't know if I appreciate this.
I can't taste the
slander.
Oreos. Are you sure there's Oreos here?
Yes. You think I don't know how to
This
buy an
feels-
Oreo Coke Zero for my friends?
It feels to me like the biggest gotcha in marketing ever. Because if you put them side by side, I swear it's just a different label with the same drink.
Yeah, maybe. But no, but it doesn't taste like Oreo. No, it doesn't taste like vanilla Coke because I already have those. It tastes different than vanilla Coke to me, anyway.
To me, it tastes exactly the same.
I like it. I feel like it would be one
Rodrigo.
of those drinks that I would have a lot of this for like a month, and then I would get tired of it, and I can't ever see it ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm the same,
overdrink it.
although I've had 5 cases of it this week, and I'm just switching it up with a Diet Coke right now, just to be cool. Just because, Trump's coming back, and Diet Coke's going to be just surging, so I figure, why not ride the wave? Maybe we should explain how we know each other. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a fun story.
Yeah, it's probably a
I
good
was
idea.
so drunk. Yeah, that night. Oh wait, we're
Yes.
not telling that story.
Oh, we can tell that story all we want. Yes, the 3 of us met at an orgy. Yeah, and we were the 3 people who couldn't finish, and we felt like losers. So we were actually asked to leave.
All right, you start. Tell.
How we met?
Yeah.
So I actually had seen Danny before we got into the thing we all did together.
Oh.
My brothers and I growing up used to go to trivia, and even I remember as far back as when I was in high school, Danny was one of the hosts. And he wasn't the regular host, he was an occasional host. So whenever he'd show up, it was it's the funny guy. But then I remember being in my Cash Live audition, and Danny was before me. And I remember being I know that guy. And I was he's a trivia guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we both got it,
When
and
you
I
were in
was-
high school, how much younger than me do you think you are? Because I didn't start trivia until my
Didn't
late
you?
40s.
But I used to go when I was at the academic. I went I used to
Oh,
go with
yeah.
the fake ID to go to trivia when I was younger. Yeah.
Maybe so then. Well, I mean, I think some people will remember Cash Live, and by some, I mean Matt, who I'm going to send this to. But yeah,
Oh, we had fans. We had 1,000
I've been
people sometimes,
recognized
and
thrice,
2,000.
on the street.
oh yeah,
One was when I was starting my 9-to-5 job, in health.
Mm-hmm.
And my first day on the job, I was with my supervisor, and we were waiting at a food truck, and the guy behind me is hey, this is so weird, but are you Natalie Reina, like the poker girl? And I was like, why of all times and places?
Right. They're like,
I just don't want to have to explain this.
I know. I'm not a gambling degenerate.
Yeah, right. It was just so
Stake
like,
Kings isn't after me to break my knees.
Yeah,
Well,
the poker
Cash
girl.
Live, the tough thing to explain is like the only way to explain it to people is like, have you ever heard of what's it called?
HQ Trivia.
HQ Trivia. Yeah, that's right. But if people don't know HQ Trivia, it's really tough to find like a comparison point to explain it to. But basically, it's an app on your phone, and then twice a day it dings, and it's like, we're going to play a live game of poker, but it's free, which no one believed when you'd pitch it to them.
No.
You'd be like, it's just free. It's like, yeah, you're playing like a little trivia game, and you either go all in or fold, and that's it. And then out of like the thousands of people that played, someone would win money, like 5 people, but someone would win like, I forget, $25.
There was a while where it was higher. It was at one point like, oh no, that was for special games. Sometimes it was
Right.
50. But yeah, generally it was like, I think 25, 15, and 10, I think was the denominations.
And we definitely should have launched in Brazil, where Rodrigo would have quintupled our fan base in an
Why
afternoon.
didn't we? Because
I don't know.
Like all my followers from the soap operas and stuff, they were like, they would see stuff on my social media, and they were like, "Oh, when are you launching in Brazil?" And we would always hear like, "Oh, I think they launched in Mexico."
Yeah,
for a
we were
bit.
in
That's
Mexico.
why
Right.
I was doing games in. Wasn't I doing games in Spanish?
You were.
Yeah,
Full
you
on
did a couple games in
I don't know if it
Spanish.
was in Mexico, though. I just think.
Yeah, we were in
It
Mexico.
was.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
my brother was playing and everything. Some of my friends, and yeah, had to come up with my crazy Mexican guy character with with the hat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. It was so fun, slightly inappropriate.
Oh yeah, yeah. It would be funny every time we'd like do a game, and then like 100% of the time, at least one person would not have been cool with like what we did in the game that day. And my 420 episode, I got in trouble for that one. And that was
That was my
never
favorite
get
episode.
over that. Yeah.
it was a good time.
It was one of the funniest things I've seen. And the one, whose idea was it to do that one where we had to finish a whole bottle of water? That would look,
that was
it looked
so
so
fun.
ridiculous.
Yeah, you had to finish a 2 liter of water on during the
Right,
thing.
it was if we like got ocean trivia wrong.
Yeah.
This must sound like nonsense to people. They're like, "What? I thought it wasn't trivia." But like, as we were hosting this poker game,
we would also
do
trivia. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you remember it was all countdowns? Like my favorite show of yours was the scariest movies on Halloween, but none of them were actually scary. It was like
Right.
Catwoman. It was brutal how they murdered Halle Berry's career right in front of us.
Cheaper by the dozen.
Like that many
because-
kids on set.
Yeah, you should never have that many children on set ever. Yeah, good times. No wonder it's tough to explain to people. Movie references, ocean trivia, and poker all
It was the
mixed
best
into
job
one.
ever, though.
It was
so
a
much
cool
fun.
job. Yeah, it was really good. I forgot you did soap operas.
Yeah. I forget that sometimes. Like sometimes I look back on all the stuff that I did in Mexico in my 20s, and I'm like, I don't know how I did so much. I was way more productive in my 20s than I'm being now in my 30s somehow. I feel
don't
like
know.
I'm maturing.
How many
backwards.
languages have you learned in your 30s, though? Like, didn't you like double the amount of languages that you...
I learned Polish now in my 30s, but like
Right.
then in my 20s I learned Italian, French, and Spanish.
How about you,
Yeah.
Natalie? Sorry, I'm just picking on
I
Natalie.
speak English.
Yeah.
Last resort.
Okay.
Tu me parles pas français? Je crois que tous les Canadiens. I thought all Canadians were bilingual before I moved here.
I could order like a pizza.
Okay.
And
We
I
can
went,
barely
I
speak
went to
English.
McGill of all school. Like I went to the French university. I still can't speak French.
You should know better.
Oh yeah.
Is it true that when you do soap operas, they like write it on the morning of, and it's like impossible to, like, you just have to get used to like, oh, your lines have changed and you have to go do this in like 1 hour, basically.
Yes, and that's why they put a little. I always forgot the name in English. The thing they put in your ear.
Like a headset or earpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, the earpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a person reading the script, so you're pretty much just repeating. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to memorizing it.
That's
anything.
crazy.
Like they're reading the script, and then if you're taking like a dramatic pause or something for I don't know like 10 seconds, he'll be like, oh, maybe he didn't listen to it, so he'll repeat it a couple times. You know, your next line until you say it.
Oh, right, because I was going to
It's
say,
crazy.
because there's just dead silence if people are talking into your earpiece, right? Like you have to just wait for them to finish before you can start repeating back, right? Or do they? Do they edit them even?
Those long
soap
dramatic
operas?
stares are just people getting their lines in their ears.
Because like, what's the turnaround? Like, let's say you record a soap opera, and then when is it on the air?
Sometimes it's you start recording a soap opera and you have a lot of time, right? You have like 4 months, until like it actually starts airing. But then with the delays, because in Mexico, like things get a little messy sometimes. And there was one soap opera that I was in. They were filming like the finale like today, and it was going to air the next day. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy. It was just like they were still filming the final scenes one day before it aired.
My friend of our family is in, what is it? It's one of the big ones, either General Hospital or Days of Our Lives or something. And he's friends with my sister from forever ago, and I follow him on Instagram. And so he's just so used to that, like, insane, chaotic schedule, like every day, where just like everything changes the second you get there, and then you have to be able to go out and do it. That just seems kind of fun. But it's almost like SNL, but the only audience is, whoever's home in the middle of the day, me, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss soap operas sometimes. I feel like I literally had to learn how to act again when I came to Canada, because it's so different. I mean, with soap operas, it's just everything is so... You have to exaggerate everything, the little dramatic close up and, your eyes twitching and stuff like that. And I remember the first time I got here, my first Hallmark movie, the director kept saying like, throw it away, just throw it away.
Wow. Even for a Hallmark movie, they're like, that's too much.
I know.
We're supposed to be crying every line you say in a Hallmark movie.
Can you imagine that? So I was just like, I didn't even know what he meant. I was like, what the hell does throw it away mean? I have no idea. It's really weird when you have to do something on camera that you haven't done it a lot in real life. It's like me being with a woman in bed. I've never done it in real life. So the first time I had to do it for a movie, it was like, oh, okay, so how should I do this? Where should I touch? Can I touch you? Like, it was just so...
She's like, what the hell is going on? Like, intimacy coordinator is like, I don't know. I mean, he should know the basics. Like, I don't know when to jump in here. Yeah.
But, when I saw the movie already, I looked pretty straight. Yeah, the movie starts with a really... passionate.
Are you wearing a tap out t-shirt? And you're like, yeah, I look totally straight.
No, we were all naked. She had like a sticker, there, and yeah, it was like I saw things that I hadn't seen before ever, and I was so nervous.
And that was the first time Rodrigo saw a vagina.
Pussy sticker.
It's crazy. It looks so funny, and it's just but
A vagina, you mean?
Well, and scary a little bit. And then the funniest part was
that's true.
Doing
straight guys say that all the time. Also, and like, I don't know, man. I took too good a look. I don't know.
What's the name of the wild when you have to do another take for the audio? It's the wild
lines.
Wild lines, right? So we did the whole sex scene and everything there, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna run some wild lines. So like, just do like whatever you're doing.
You got like grunt and moan.
So we're just like sitting with our phones in our hands, going like, she's like looking out the window going, It was just the whole thing. I was just looking at that and I was like, yeah, we have such a weird job.
That is
a lot of times it's in a minivan too. Like they're like, it's the quietest place just to go into a van or like a bathroom. So it's like and the sound guy and the dude doing the slate and then the cast. And so it's like, you're just in a tight space. And like, I just did one where we're like yelling at our kid to come down the stairs. And it's just like dead quiet in a van. And then every 5 seconds, come on! The bus is here! It's so fucking weird. Yeah.
We do have the weirdest job. We do such strange things. Sometimes I'm in the middle of an audition where, they ask you to like dance with your face. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell do you mean?
Yeah. I just learned how to smile with my eyes after COVID. Now I got to dance with my face. Yeah.
Yeah, I did an audition for a show that involved like ghosts, big like Netflix series. And I remember it's said on the audition posting that they want someone with dance experience. So I was like, showed up with like my dance shoes and they're like, come prepared, come warmed up, the whole thing. So we're like stretching in the waiting room, not really sure what's going to happen. And then we get in and they were like, okay, stand on that X. And then without making any noise, act like your soul is leaving your body. So like
That's easy.
Yeah.
That's fucking easy. I would have
guess
booked that.
what they were looking for was like contortion, I guess.
Right.
But like they filmed for 3 minutes and I think I ran out of material within probably the first 30 seconds. So the rest of it was just me like gyrating, staring down the barrel of the camera, like desperately hoping for it to stop.
When they don't call cut, it's the
Right?
worst.
Yeah.
It's
The
the worst.
But I would pay so much to see the footage of just like
Scrambling.
so much struggle. Yeah, it was horrible.
I did this diaper audition. I was at the callback and they were like, you're trying to change your kid's diaper on the beach and you're setting things aside and the waves come up and take like the diaper stuff away. And I'm like, okay, like I already can't even picture that in my mind. Like that's the callback, so you don't ask too many questions. Like, any questions? I'm like, yeah, is there a table? Is it like, are there other people around? But you're like, no, I have no questions, even though I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do as soon as they call action. And then I thought I did a pretty good job, for the first 12 seconds. And then just no one called cut. And I'm like, I'll do the exact same thing again. So I just started cycling like from the beginning, like, I don't know, like the dumbest computer program ever, just on loop. And it went on for like 2 minutes. I swear to God, it was insane. And eventually I just stopped and like looked at them and I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah. Didn't book that one.
Commercials are fascinating. I kind of miss them. Is the diarrhea one still your like most embarrassing one? Or have you topped that already?
Oh, I've had worse ones than that.
Oh, you okay.
I like one of my worst auditions was like, it's just because I ruined it for someone else. And it was also a diaper commercial. There's the real, theme going on here. But I had a callback and they like paired us up, husband and wife, and commercials were supposed to like watch our toddler take his first dump on the toilet for the first time. And they obviously didn't have a kid. There's just a chair and they're like, you'll look at the chair and you'll wait and there'll be like this moment of, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna flush the potty? And then he does it and yay, you celebrate. And I'm like, okay, easy enough. So action. And then, we're like looking at the chair and we're like, oh, it's gonna happen. And the casting director, she's like, I'll say flush when you celebrate. And she didn't say flush, so the girl who plays my wife starts celebrating. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta reel her back in. So I'm like, oh no, honey, not yet. I don't think he flushed yet. And she's like, oh, okay, my bad. And she's like, I'm like, okay. So she understands she missed the mark. So we wait again to hear the flush. And still this actor, she jumps the gun and is like, oh, yay! Starts like clapping. I'm like, oh no, honey, not yet. Like, so I reel her back in again. Then we go back to this anticipation of watching our kid maybe shit properly or not. And then like forever time goes by and I just hear like cut, like the most uncomfortable cut. And they're like, thanks guys. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So we're like leaving the room and none of the like Huggies or Pampers people are making eye contact with me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So as we're leaving to the casting director, I'm like, why didn't you say flush? Like, weren't you supposed to say flush? And she's like, I did. I said it every time. And you kept cutting that girl off and saying not yet. And so I guess I just didn't hear the cue every single time. And the girl got her coat and bag and was gone. And I'm like, I would be surprised if she just quit acting after that.
Her therapist definitely knows about you.
She was good. She should have booked it. Yeah. So I blew that one for her.
No.
But I felt bad for her because I'm like, whatever. Like, I can go home and play Fortnite. Like, I'm good. But, she probably cares. So that was unfortunate.
I just remembered I had one for Batwoman and I misread. They sent like a list of, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I like had gotten, it was either the audition I got next or it was on the same page and I read the wrong one. I thought I was being seen for Homeless Woman. So I showed up in like oversized sweatpants.
Look at like the bird lady from Home Alone 2.
And I remember the line was like, get away from me. Wait, are you her? Or something like that. So I was like, okay, that's like, relatively normal. There were no like red flags in that. So I wore like the oversized hoodie, the whole thing. I get up and I was being seen for Influencer. And she was meant to be like a posh, famous influencer. influencer, and I was wearing
Oh,
legitimate like homeless people garb. Whatever,
yeah.
take that what you will, but yeah, that was cool, and I had to explain it too. They were like, yeah, I misread it. My bad.
Natalie's like, I hadn't showered in weeks to prepare for the character. I bit the casting director's assistant on the way in. I wanted to seem really unhinged. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd taken up meth that week just to...
But I remember I read the lines for the influencer, so I must have looked so ridiculous in all the footage.
That's awesome, dude.
It was cool.
I auditioned for... Do you remember the show iZombie on the CW
yes.
network?
Yeah, it
How
was
can we
huge.
forget?
So I went forever ago to audition for it, and I was just wearing this gray sweater, and it didn't occur to me until I left. My character's just like normal dude, like some bros or whatever. You can wear jeans and a shirt or jeans and a sweater. It's not a big deal. I don't know why I even own this sweater, but for some reason the sweater said, and I didn't notice this until after I left, it said zombie on it. So I'm this fucking dork who's like, I should probably wear the name of the show on my clothes that I go audition for.
God.
They must have been like, why was this your choice?
Why?
Yeah, and I didn't even have anything under it. Like, I was like, am I literally wearing a shirt that says zombie to the show named iZombie?
Oh, you must have. I'm sure the casting agents told all their friends about that
They're
later.
like,
This idiot showed up wearing a
Danny
zombie
Mac
shirt.
is a fucking dork, by the way.
Loser.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
We
That'd
should
be
all
like-
get like our most embarrassing moment of our acting careers and like throw it on Instagram like tonight. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You
Should
guys
we
go
do that?
first, and then I'll go last
Yeah.
after I watch your guys'.
Mine is the Mexican version of Judge Judy. I was on it. Did I ever
no
show you?
me that.
way.
It's
Did I
so
show you
good.
that?
It is so
Like
funny.
as a contestant?
Yeah, there's like a Latin American version of that. It's like a judge, and then one person goes to sue another person, and then in the end, she's has her gavel, and she's like, "Oh, you win."
So it's and so people know it's completely fake.
Well, actually, no, they don't. They think it's true. I was hired as an actor, and my story was the most unhinged one you can think
but
of.
you don't have a real squabble with someone. Like there was no court case.
Judge Judy is like legit. So that's like.
she's legit. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not,
Judge
not
Judas
this
Simon
one.
is.
So you're
she's very
saying
serious.
so this Mexican judge, what's it called?
Caso cerrado. It even has a song. Caso cerrado. Like the judge sings at the beginning.
That's your new sound, Danny.
It's
That should be
beautiful.
it.
Judge
Danny
sings?
Yeah.
Mac.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, the intro is the judge singing, which isn't crazy. And then my story is, when I was 15, I lost my entire family, became an orphan. And then during the funeral, this guy, he's like, well, I can take care of you, move into my place. I'll, provide with anything you need. Right. And then we end up becoming a couple. Mm-hmm. And when I'm 22, 23, I meet a girl and I'm like, wait, I'm not gay. So this guy made me believe that I was gay. So I go to Caso Cerrado.
You're accusing him of
Sue
brainwashing you for making you
Yes,
gay.
for being a
Hell
pedophile
yeah.
as well.
Hell
Because
yeah.
I was 15.
Oh, right. You were underage and you got brainwashed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Called
crazy.
like coercion.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a
I think they're
whole-
working on a bill in Washington to stop shit like this right now.
It's a 40-minute episode, 45-minute episode. It has 6 million views on YouTube. I want that video to disappear so bad, but
I
it will
need to see that video.
live in the
You showed it
internet
to
forever.
me. It is fucking incredible.
did.
We should all watch it after.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
was
sick.
probably drunk when I did that because I never show that to anyone.
I almost want to load it up on YouTube right now and play some clips from it. God damn, that'd be cool. Because I started watching the Jerry Springer doc last night.
Oh,
Summer and I
it's so
started
good.
watching it.
I watched that.
Yes.
Well, okay, so the first thing I was expecting them to say is like, so, by the way, everyone who comes on, they're an actor and it's fake. And I'm like, I was just waiting for them to say that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, these are all real. The guy who married a horse, that's real.
Yeah,
like
when they
all
talk
the-
about the triangle of Springer, where like
Yeah.
90% of their guests were from.
Yeah.
That's dark.
That's pretty great. Damn, Judge Judy.
I know.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's
can I-
pretty good.
You want some more tea?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
The biggest casting director in Mexico was also my friend. He was also
I know
on
him,
it.
right?
You know
No
him.
way.
Yeah,
I know
that's
him,
true.
yeah.
Carlos. He was also on it. So and his is even more unhinged than mine. And then there's like a lot of famous people who became famous. And then they end up finding their Caso Cerrado episode. And so people until this day, people think it's true. And they write to me on Instagram being
Because
like,
is your name Rodrigo Massa on the show?
they use my name, just Rodrigo.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they still write to me on Instagram being like, oh, we're so glad to see you doing so well in Canada, doing movies and shows. We know about your sad story.
No
we're so
way.
We're so sorry about your family. And so sad that,
How did your family die?
It was a car accident. Everybody
Tragic.
tragic. Yeah. Well, Latinos, we like
Cut
our
my
drama.
life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Fuck, yeah, that's
Wow.
sad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
And then, so that was yet another time. So I guess you weren't playing a gay person then. You were again playing a straight person who was just simply brainwashed by this man.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, and people like when they write to me on Instagram, we're so sorry about, that man taking part of your youth, but karma is a real thing. And I don't even know what to say. I just reply with an emoji because I kind of want them to continue believing that it's true.
Right? That's kind of
Yeah,
lovely
don't tell
in
them
some way.
Santa's not real. Come on.
Precisely. Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things, like TikTok rabbit holes to go down, is old TLC shows like My Strange Addiction or like
man.
I don't know, all those kind of shows.
Is that like
and then,
600 Pound Life?
yeah,
That's
My
all that
600 Pound
stuff,
Life.
that
But now
network?
with the advent of TikTok, a lot of these people have had like their story has continued on social media. So like I totally thought in some world the My Strange Addiction stuff, I was like, there's no way that's actually real. Like those are insane. They are. There's like TikToks of these people now as adults, and that's like their niche that they've carved out is like, I'm addicted to pretending I'm a baby, or like I'm addicted to eating my husband's ashes. Like those were actual episodes. Yeah.
Is that a real
And then-
thing?
Yeah, the doctor, because I don't know, I guess in some way that's probably some kind of like, or psychological, that's the word I'm looking for, like psychological issue, because it's obviously like
Most
you're consuming.
likely.
Yeah.
So many people do that.
Yeah. It's like,
way more often than you think.
Eat ashes?
Yeah.
but it's, I guess in some ways it would be like they're a part of you, is how I would like kind of, it's
But
some
that's
weird
an
way to
addiction
justify it.
that's a finite supply. It'd be
Yes.
like if you were addicted to unobtainium or
And
something.
also it's like, you're eating embalming fluid as well, which is obviously not
That's
so
not
good.
good.
Yeah, no,
That's not good. I got to call Dr. Boris to confirm. I don't want us to be getting any... Folks, if you're enjoying embalming fluid right now, Natalie's not a licensed medical professional. She doesn't know if it's bad
Yeah,
for
we
you or
don't
not.
know. It could be the same stuff that's in Sunny D. We're not sure. But
Could be, should be. Or Oreo Coke Zero.
Yeah, or Oreo
Man,
Coke.
by the way, how does my grandmother taste? I sprinkled a bit of granny into your Oreo Coke Zero.
That's gross.
As if Hannibal would ever do something so stupid.
Yeah, that show traumatized me. I remember the one about the woman who would like lick all her cats. And she would,
You don't lick all your cats, Rodrigo?
I did
She
a little
loves them.
bit.
She's grooming them.
After I saw the show, I was like, okay, let's try.
Don't yuck her yum.
And then I was like, no, that's weird.
Yuck or yum.
But can you imagine? Just like imagine your tongue full of all that
Ugh.
cat fur, and she was just so happy with it. She would like lick them all, and
For me, it was the
and-
people who ate glass. That was always a weird one. And there was a lot of them. Like
Yeah,
that
there was a lot
episode
of those
featured
people.
like a few people. And I was like, is it like the thrill of the like, ooh, maybe I'll cut my organs open this time? Like,
Can they get
what
away?
is the appeal?
And then they get like good at it. Like, how do you get good at eating glass or eating like a car?
There's
like,
a- there's
piece by
trash.
piece. Guy ate a bus once, according to a book I read
Wow.
in a public restroom. This probably never happened. Actually,
Is that an Uncle John's bathroom reader, Danny?
I believe it may be. Yes, that's right.
Tracks.
do you guys have anything weird that could be on that show? My strange addiction was the name, right?
Yeah.
I think
My
I
strange
think I have
addiction.
one.
What's yours?
Like trichotillomania. Like when I'm very stressed out, I start pulling my beard. And so if I'm really stressed out, every now
What's
and then
it
there will
called?
be like trichotillomania.
Trichotillomania?
Yeah, and then every now and then you have.
Is it
little
anything like
patches without any
Hulkamania?
hair.
Hulkamania? Is it anything like that? No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
That's when Hulk Hogan keeps picking terrible sex videos he's made to put on the internet, and he puts those out there for the world to see. We don't need to talk about Hulk Hogan.
Slightly different.
It's just a little bit different, yeah. I'm addicted to the band Jane's Addiction. That's my addiction. Yeah. Natalie?
Good one.
Thanks.
That was
What's
going
your
to be
strange
recipes from
addiction?
Sally's baking addiction. No. I don't know. I guess one that's like weird. This isn't really an addiction, but I like things broken. So like crackers, I don't like the full ones. I like to break them. So I'll take a
that
bag
is
of like
so
crackers
weird.
or chips and crunch them before I eat them. So like even chips, I don't like full ones. I want them to be broken.
Right. What about,
That is
do you come from a
unusual.
broken home? Are you into that?
No, normal family, I think. And
think.
broken dreams, maybe.
Broken Dreams,
Yeah, that could
the
be it.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I swear. Yeah.
That's
okay.
crazy because I'm the other way around. Like if I grab a package of crackers or something in the supermarket and I kind of feel that there's one that's broken, I'll grab another one. It's like they all need to be whole.
Someone
Probably because
is
I'm there
manhandling.
before you, just squashing everything.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get her out of Dollarama then. And, squishing all
It's got
the
to be some
crackers.
sick way to make money, squishing crackers, I imagine. Okay, I've got a game for you guys. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Natalie, you're kind of a pop culturista. You know what's going on. We even
I keep up with the Kardashians.
pop culturista and gay icon. That's what we have here. Okay.
Love that. Okay.
So we're gonna play Know Your Celebs Gay Edition. So I'm gonna say a celebrity's name, and you guys tell me if they're gay or not. And loser has to do a musical outro for the show that I will use in perpetuity forever without paying you.
Okay.
anything. Okay.
I'll be really bad at this. My gator is the worst.
That'll be good because I mean, then I'll have two losers, and you guys will have to do a duet together.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that's
true.
very nice. Okay. First of all, are they gay? Okay. Pop princess Chapel Rowan.
Are you gay?
Yes.
Yes.
You are gay.
Pony
Yes.
Club.
The
Yeah.
Pink Pony
Yes.
Club. Yes. Chapel Roan is gay. Are they gay? Fashion expert for the Netflix series Queer Eye, Tan France.
Not gay.
Natalie.
Gay?
Fashion expert
I don't
for...
know. Gay.
Yes, he is gay.
You are gay.
That's right.
I've never watched that show. All my friends judge me. They because I have never watched that, and I've never watched like RuPaul's Drag Race.
RuPaul apparently
What?
is
anything.
amazing.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I'm the worst gay in the
Yeah,
world.
you're
But
canceled.
I don't know how much joy you would get out of Queer Eye because it's just like it's baby hand holding for straight people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, you know, it really is. They're too nice to the straights on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Yes,
Straight
Tan
suck.
France is married to pediatric nurse and illustrator Rob France since
Pediatric
2007.
nurse and illustrator.
Yeah.
What a combo.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Is he gay?
Are you gay?
Waylon Smithers from The Simpsons. Mr. Burns' assistant
Are you gay?
from The Simpsons.
Yes, gay.
Okay, Natalie thinks gay. Rodrigo.
Not gay.
I think I should ask, have you ever seen The Simpsons,
gonna say.
Rodrigo?
I have, but I don't remember that. Is it a person?
Yes, Smithers
it's
is a person.
He's not asking if the cat is gay.
The answer, yes, Waylon Smithers.
You are gay.
Yes. He's also allergic to bee stings, has hypothyroidism, and is lactose intolerant. Okay, unfortunately for Rodrigo, we're sticking with The Simpsons here.
Are you gay?
Selma Bouvier, one of Marge's two older siblings in The Simpsons.
Yes, a lesbian. Yes.
Yeah, lesbian.
I remember that.
The answer, no.
Whoa.
Patty Bouvier, the other twin sister, is gay. Got your ass!
Trickster.
You guys look like idiots
Get
right
your
now.
shit together, Tal.
I think
Wow.
Natalie's in
hell?
the lead, though, right?
Sure am.
Okay, next. Republican conservative George Rakers. Now, he's not a pop star, so I'll just give you a background on him. I don't think we should generalize based on tidbits, but maybe this can help you decide if Republican conservative George Rakers is gay. So, he earned his PhD in psychology from the University of California. He's the co-founder of the Family Research Council, which is a powerful evangelical Christian group that lobbies against gay rights. And he was caught coming back from a European vacation with a 20-year-old male escort that he hired from a website called rentboy.com. Is George Rikers gay?
He couldn't be gayer.
I'm going to say the gaydar is flashing. I'm going to say he is
Yeah.
gay.
Okay, we have
As gay as it
two
gets.
gays. Is he gay? The answer, no. Rikers said he only hired that boy to carry his luggage, so case closed.
rats.
You guys jumping to conclusions
Yeah.
here. It should be added that George Rikers is such a gentleman that he was seen carrying his own luggage next to the boy that he got from rentboy.com. So he's a man of the people. He paid
How
for this kid to
kind.
carry his
Yeah.
luggage.
Didn't even use them.
No, he's a sweetheart. Okay, next up, Rodrigo. You're a huge Friends fan, right?
Yes.
Of course. Okay, here we
Yes.
go.
Are you gay?
Chandler Bing from Friends. Is he gay?
No, he married
No.
Monica.
The answer is yes. No one obsessed with not being seen as gay isn't gay. And Chandler Bing is the most obsessed with not
Yeah.
being seen
That
as
is
gay.
that is valid.
He has gay hair, according to Phoebe, right?
He does have gay
Yeah.
hair, doesn't he? Thank you,
Yeah.
Phoebe.
You are
Yeah.
gay.
That's what Phoebe said about him when she saw his hair.
You are gay.
Okay, next up, Oscar-winning actor. Before you answer, you should be aware the legal team uses advanced AI to sweep the internet for mentions of his name and is likely listening to this podcast is gay. Be careful here.
I think, is there a third option? Like he's bi?
No.
No?
There's only is a
It's
hyper
not- it's-
masculine A-list star,
Mhm.
or there's the wrong answer legally. That will get you in a lot of trouble. If you say.
Okay. It's not a spectrum in this
It is
podcast. It's
not.
just like
Absolutely,
black,
it's black or white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which isn't how sexuality works, Danny.
No, of course not. But I'm just telling you what PR team would
Yeah.
like for you guys. To
I
be
think he thinks he is, but he's actually not.
I feel like would love to be gay because it would kind of, I don't know, somehow expunge him from all the other crap that's happened to him recently. I feel like if he came out as gay, people would be like, oh, he was just struggling and like closeted. It
Yeah.
would make a lot
Then
more
you could
sense.
And no one would really.
Exactly. I think it would.
He was going through a tough time.
Yeah, his PR team would probably benefit. if he
The
came
answer
out.
is whatever is not going to get us in trouble. That is the answer. So there
Yeah.
we go. And there we go.
Please.
Do you know what that sound means?
They're coming for the Oreo
It's-
Coke.
It's there's no sugar in it. Sin azúcar, so they
They're
would actually.
disappointed.
Only a little bit of Danny's grandma.
It's the special buzz round of Are They Gay? So here we go. Astronaut Buzz
Are
Aldrin.
you gay?
Gay.
Gay.
No.
So gay. No, that's a lie.
No,
You are gay.
no, that's wrong. No, astronaut, because leaving your wife and kids behind to go to the moon is the most straight alpha male thing a man can do, actually. So, next up for the buzz round, Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, gay or not?
Yeah, he sounds gay.
Yeah, gay.
No, Buzz
Straight?
and Jessie the cowgirl have been in a sexually active relationship since Toy Story 3, as a matter of fact. Do you know what Jessie the cowgirl's favorite sex position is, by the way?
Reverse cowgirl.
No, it's just anal. Actually. And finally, are they gay?
Gay.
Buzz McAllister's pet tarantula Axel from Home Alone 1. Gay or straight? Buzz McAllister's pet tarantula from Home Alone 1. Gay or
Gay.
straight?
It's a tough
Gotta be
one.
gay.
This is a tough one. No, I don't think so. I don't
think
think
straight?
so. Yeah.
You're going straight?
I don't think I would see them during Pride or something.
That's right.
so
Rodrigo is correct.
Straight, yeah.
The tarantula from Home Alone 1 is straight as an arrow, my friends. In fact, director Christopher Columbus recalls several incidents where the tarantula was found masturbating to the Playboy magazine in Buzz's room. So there you have it. That's how we play.
Are you gay?
So now we know the answers. Thank you, everyone. We learned so much here today.
What an enlightening session.
It really was. Thank you, Danny.
That part in particular will be cut out completely.
Especially the part.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
No,
that
absolutely.
could destroy you.
That's true.
Yeah.
He could destroy me. What if that job came back tomorrow? Would you guys be down?
Yeah.
Cash Live in
Yeah.
a heartbeat. Well, I only
100%.
left because I moved to Europe. I was happy there.
Yeah.
That was a bad decision because, then we broke up and came back.
His loss.
Yeah,
It was
I
the
know.
best job ever. Like, I remember walking to work and someone just calling you and being like, okay, is this funny? And that was the entire job. It was just like
Yeah.
us in a think tank being like, is this funny?
Yeah.
But it was also stressful because calling the cards and everything and trying to, notice.
Yeah, for those who don't know, you have to watch poker live and
Right.
commentate on it. So I'm sure you've watched poker on, TSN or whatever. And just, ESPN poker has commentators who are reviewing the best hands and they're editing it down and then they're working on it from there. But yeah, we just have to live, spot gut shot straight draws and backdoor flush draws. And, the straight flush draws are so rare that you forget them all the time. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that stuff is wild. And sometimes there's 5 people in a hand and the flop comes down, and the turn card comes down instantly and everyone's chances change. And all of a sudden, like, you know.
Or sometimes the app glitches and you're stuck there going, hey guys, I haven't seen any good movies lately. You're talking into the zone, like outer
there's just
space.
thousands of people watching you be
Remember
like,
when I fainted on camera?
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
I passed out
You
during the
literally
show.
passed out?
Yeah,
Do we
I
have
got
the
all-
video?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Cue the
it's somewhere.
video.
I all of a sudden got so sweaty and I like couldn't see the board. So like for people who don't know, there's like a board in front of us and we can see what's going on and we're like calling the cards based on this like virtual board, and then there's a blue screen that's superimposed over us with an actual board. And I'm looking at it and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's really starry. And I was like sweating like crazy, and I all of a sudden was just like, hey, yeah, I'm having trouble seeing, like, Kira, you want to get up here? And she was producing, so one of our producers was behind the camera and she just kind of got up and she's like 2 feet shorter than me, so she had to like get on her little tippy toes. And I was
'Cause we had to
lying on
change
the
the
ground.
camera. Yeah,
I
for
was
everybody else.
lying on the ground. So during her trying to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna like try and host the show, she's looking at me on the ground like face down. And then for some reason, I don't remember this, but I was like, I can do this, and I got up and I kept trying to go. And I look horrifying. Like I'm covered in sweat. I'm leaning over and my eyes are like half closed. I'm going like, I'm feeling really sick, folks.
It's like thousands of people watching her live.
It was horrible.
Is it wrong that all I want to do is watch that video? Like, do you
The
have
DMs
it
I got
still?
were insane. Oh yeah, I
Dude,
have my
it's
phone
crazy.
somewhere.
Oh my god!
So many people asking, like, "Are you okay? Like, are you pregnant?" Like, I got so many good questions, but
I should have been there that day, and for some reason I was late, and I was on my way, and someone's like, Natalie just passed out. And I was like, what? And I opened the app, and the app has like a 30-second delay from real time. And so I just watched her pass out on the show. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get to the studio, and Natalie's on the ground. And like I just like put my coat over her, like if like your dog died,
R.I.P.
yeah, like you like wasn't sure what to
there
do.
goes another one.
Do
Yeah.
the thing where I make her eyes closed with my 2 fingers. Just,
Another host bit the dust.
yeah, I'm like, are you okay down there? And you're like, yeah. It's just dead on the ground.
Is that the weirdest thing that happened during Cash Live history?
Easily.
Probably.
I
Right?
Yeah,
mean,
that's
like-
probably up there. No,
Yeah.
we definitely had weirder people's usernames that we'd accidentally say out loud. There was a lot of those where
Yeah.
you'd say it and you're like, gosh damn it.
Yeah.
Because we'd catch them, but like big pen 1-5.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
sure,
was
that's a classic.
Yeah, that's a big
It'd be like Uric Unt,
Yeah,
like stuff
Mike
like.
Hunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike
forgot
Hunt,
about
Mike
that.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Mike Hawk.
Classics.
Anything
yeah.
with Hawk in it really made you like,
What is Edith Puffy?
Edith Puffy. That was a
Puffy.
classic. And they were a regular, too.
I didn't even censor it. I'm like, Edith Puffy is back.
So creative.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Then just everyone's like political like alignments. It would just be like Biden or Trump, and then
Yeah,
like whatever
Trump
year they
2024,
want.
remember
Yeah,
that?
there's all those ones. I'm like, okay,
Right.
yep, sure. I guess we're doing that here.
Someone
also.
had Natalie's side boob.
Natalie's side
Yeah,
boob
and
was their
then
name.
Their Twitter, they also made a tweet that was like, I watch Cash Live for Natalie's side boob.
Yikes. Getting downloads any way we can.
Yeah.
Here, folks. Yeah.
And then 2 years later, a masturbation company reaches out.
Go for it.
Yeah, live your dreams.
Yeah.
Or send them over to me. Yeah, I'll do that
Yeah.
for them.
Me and Rodrigo would do a vibrator together. Really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
where the
really
money's at.
interesting job, though. Like being live in front of a camera when you know it's going to be like anywhere from 15 to 35 minutes. No one else can jump in. It's just you. Like there's no one else who you can lean on for like lines or like support at all. You're literally, if something goes wrong, it's just you. Like
true,
you can't do
yeah.
anything with that.
It's pretty wild.
That's a very unique experience.
I remember when you almost left because you got really deep in the casting of maybe being on a reality dating show on an island or whatever. Did that
Yeah.
show ever come out?
Sure did. Yeah.
So
Are
you
you
know
the
like,
one?
what it is and what it... Oh, it's called Are You the One?
Yeah, yeah. They have like 8 seasons now. That was season 6, I think.
Damn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tal was like, yeah, so I might be the one on Are You the One? I gotta...
Yeah, they did like an international season. So they like took people from different countries and I was almost the Canadian girl. But yeah, it actually looked sick. It was like filmed, I think, in Spain or Europe somewhere. And then you like did all these. I had to get a physical that had me approved for like horseback riding, like skydiving, all this cool stuff. I had to do a psych evaluation. It was like a 3-hour psych test and then an interview with a therapist to make sure I don't kill castmates.
They probably want to make sure that you're the type who like would kill a castmate for ratings. Yeah,
100%. But yeah, that was
Would you do that? Would you do like a dating show
I would
thing?
do that in a heartbeat. I've always wanted to do a reality show.
I don't think I would.
I think
It depends
you'd be
on what
amazing
it
on like
is.
Amazing Race. I feel like you'd be good at that.
Let's be a team for the Amazing Race.
Sure.
Yeah.
Except
do
you'd be like,
Rodrigo
let's
did it.
you have
together.
to eat these scorpions, and you'd be like, no, sorry, I'm vegan.
Yeah, scorpions have lives too, you sick fucks.
You have to eat these cabbages. Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, I would crush cabbages. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, Rodrigo, it's easy for you to say because you already did Judge Judy in Mexico. So it's like, you're like, if that's not going to be off the internet, I might as well do, Amazing Race.
Yeah, I don't think I would have a problem with doing like Big Brother, Amazing Race. I feel like I would be. Is it totally inappropriate to say that? I have a friend who did this reality show in Australia, and he said that there's always like a lot of alcohol. Like they want people to
I've heard
like
that,
make bad decisions. So I was like, do you have any tips for like anybody who wants to do a reality show? He was like, don't fall into the temptation of drinking, because people were making like, especially in that reality show that he did, they were making very bad decisions and looking very bad on camera. I feel like I wouldn't get drunk, but I would get slightly tipsy every day.
Get a little.
I would almost need it to be like, oh, I'm really doing this.
That's what I was gonna say. The American one doesn't let you drink anymore. So because they got in trouble, because people were like doing questionable things, like camera crews were getting in trouble, and it like was, borderline unethical getting them wasted and then filming them.
Yeah.
They ended up making a limit of like 2 drinks per episode or like per show or whatever. But then I know one girl who was on it and she was like, it was so boring. Cause like,
What, Big Brother?
Bachelorette. Because they'll give you like, she's like, yeah, you get 2 small glasses of champagne for the entire night. And she's like, we're filming for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I would love like a nice glass of wine with these like
I'm
girls
trying to get
that become
drunk
friends
and
with.
attack one of these bitches, and I can't do that off a thimble full of champagne.
Yeah.
I used to watch it's just because reality shows I watch were cringy dating shows, so I'd watch do you remember like Blind Date and Third Wheel and all that stuff,
yeah.
or Fifth Wheel, and it'd just be like all the dudes were like, "Sup, my name's Jason, and I hope later your face is what I'll be tasting." And it's like some idiot off camera like told them something to say, and then they'd all like go to an amusement park with a girl, like no matter where they were. It's like they just go to some amusement park. I'm like, why are they always going to like a fucking circus? But anyway, yeah, it's not exactly an aphrodisiac central, but one by one the girl would have to decide like who couldn't hang out. So it's like the date would go from 5 guys to just one person. Do you remember the
Yes,
show?
I do remember that
It was
show.
so terrible. People would slowly get eliminated, and then when they left, they would have to say, it's just the funny parts where the producers are always telling them, like, you got to say something sassy on your way out. And you'd be like, whatever, I didn't like you anyway. Good luck, boys. And like, it's just like, like someone tried to just absolutely like slapped a bunch of dudes they met in a skate park into a reality show. So those were rough. And it was hosted by a guy named Roger Lodge. I remember that.
Where is Roger Lodge now?
I don't know. I hope he's changed his name. I hope he took her last name, whoever he married, whatever her last name is. Weinstein. I hope anything's better than being Roger Lodge. But yeah, Blind Date was rough. I remember the rapper The Game was on Blind Date. Or no, what's the one where there was one where a girl can decide to get with her ex or get with a new guy.
Yes, I do
It's
remember
like
that
something
show.
with like, give him a chance or another
Yeah.
shot or.
I mean, there's a new version of that now. What's it called? It's on Netflix. There is a version of that came out that's like you keep dating someone and then it's like if there's like a time I'm explaining this terribly. It's like there's a time constraint and like if by the you meet other people.
Squid Game. That's what it's called. Yeah.
No, it's a huge show. Like, and then by the end of it, they just keep introducing you to people, and it's like last chance honeymoon or something.
Sure.
But it's
Yeah.
a big show.
And then I just remember the game said, stay or go, or fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember, but yeah,
Love or leave. Like it's always
love it
something
or
like that.
leave it. It might have been that, but he wanted to stay,
That's
and
love
she
it or
did not want to
list it.
stay.
That's properties.
Oh right.
Did you guys watch Naked Attraction?
No, but I've seen a few episodes. I don't watch it religiously, but I
What
have
is
seen
that?
it.
Explain
You
that.
haven't seen this?
insane reality show I've ever seen.
I don't watch any reality shows, and they all sound fun.
Frontal wang.
Yes.
Like full frontal.
And they start revealing it little by little. It's like, oh, let's see the contestants, and so they start like, there's this what? How do you explain it?
Yeah, it's like
this little
they show like up to their
curtain
knees
thing.
first. And It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a curtain. And then the
So
next
what?
part
Two
you
people are
see
just talking, and then you slowly get naked.
Well, no, it's like it's a person who's like the, let's say female contestant, and they're like, which one of these men do you pick? And it shows you like they're up to their knees, and then up to their mid thighs, and then full genitalia.
Do you see?
You see
is
the
it blurred
whole,
out?
No, you see
What
every
network
See
is this on?
everything. They do
yeah.
like close-ups on their genitalia.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then
wild.
and then the person who's choosing the contestants at a certain point right before they end the show, they have to come out naked so that
Yeah.
the contestants, like everybody's naked on stage except for the host. And it was the craziest part is that like she's interviewing them, and this guy's like, oh yeah, I am. What do you do for a living? I'm a marketing director at this company, and I'm like, whoa, like you're gonna go to work
Yeah,
on Monday,
Yeah.
and everybody saw your
Hey,
penis.
Steve,
It's
saw your nice
crazy.
dick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Like,
the
Did
best
you get
part-
back to my email yet?
The best part is when they walk away, and the camera does a zoom on their butt as they're walking away. It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Who came up with
I
that?
had no idea vaginas could look so colorful.
I know.
I had no idea.
It's been a very like big learning experience for me watching that show.
Especially for you, yeah. If your
Right?
first vagina experience had a sticker over it.
I've seen them all so many times.
Do you find them less offensive now? They're not so scary now that
When
you've
they're
seen
on
them.
TV, they're not so scary.
Right.
As in, real life.
Yeah, good thing. Yeah, yeah. Don't watch it in 3D. You might freak the fuck out. Okay. Anything else, gang? Anything to plug? You got shows coming up, right?
Oh, yeah. We did 38 cities in 7 weeks, started in BC. We went on the road with a tour bus all the way to Quebec. We visited the big cities, Calgary. We were at the Jack Singer Hall. And Montreal, Toronto.
And when does Vegas start?
Vegas is going to be in October.
He's doing a residency in
Yeah,
Vegas.
for a month.
I know what he's saying. That's so cool.
Doing our first US tour. And in April, we have some dates here in Vancouver, so I hope to see you all there. North Vancouver, New Westminster. We have some places, in
It's
Lower
exciting.
Mainland. Yeah.
What's it called? Like, what's like the group, or what do they look for?
It's called Relive the Music. of
Relive
50s
the
and 60s.
music.
Yes.
Wow, it's been a while since I lived with the music.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? One of the first CDs I ever bought was remember like infomercials for music compilations, and there was one called Dick Clark's Rock and Roll Era, and it had Johnny B. Good on it. And I've only heard a little bit of Johnny B. Good when I watched Back to the Future, and I was like a kid, and I called the 1-800 number, and I gave them my address, and they just charged it to my dad's credit card, which was already on file. And so it just showed up at my house a few weeks later. And someone's like, "Who ordered this?" And I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, had my dad's name on it. I just took and used it. And I was like, I could abuse this brutally. Like, I know that my dad's credit card is just in these. And I was clearly like a kid, like calling them. I was like, yeah, I would like to get the Dick Clark's Rock and Roll Era, Volume 4, 1951 to 1954. And so for some reason, one of the first albums I ever owned was like all those songs that you're singing when you go do that stuff.
That's so pure.
I'm actually the one that
I committed
sings
credit
Johnny B.
card
Good.
fraud to listen to the music that you're performing. Yeah.
So it's going to be a very nostalgic moment for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing my dad doesn't know how podcasts work. You're never getting that money back, you fucker. Nice try, you son of a bitch. Shouldn't have kept your credit card data for easier checkout. Anyway. Any times you stole from your parents you'd like to talk about before we go?
Our liquor cabinet was a big one. As you know, I have two older
hell yeah.
brothers. And my parents had a liquor cabinet. And neither of my parents really drank. Like, I think I've seen my mom drink a handful of times. And they had this big fancy liquor cabinet in the living room. And I remember my mom had guests coming over, and it was like she they were gonna make something that involved vodka or gin, whatever. So she stuck them all in the freezer because they were gonna be there within the hour, and they all froze solid. And me and my siblings had not been communicating that all of us, like at the same time, were taking their alcohol and then watering it down. So by the end, it was just pure water.
Oh yeah, refilling to where
yeah,
you think.
exactly. But there was like 0% alcohol. Like it froze instantly.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, we got busted for that shit so many times. Eventually, my mom had to lock up the liquor cabinet, and I just went to the hinges with a screwdriver and took it off its hinges to get to it. So brutal. Yeah. My sister's like, yeah, that was funny when you did it. I would have got killed if I did that. So, yeah. Ha ha. They liked me better. That's what I'm going to tell
so different
myself.
here in Canada. I didn't steal alcohol in Brazil.
Really?
When I was
But the
I would
legal
steal-
drinking age in Brazil is 11 years old, isn't it? You didn't.
That's true. That's why I didn't have to steal. I could just buy it. I would steal medicine from my mom. There was this like,
That's way worse.
What?
there was this these
The good news
pills.
that
Yeah, I was just a drug addict.
There was these pills that
Bet there
were for body ache, headache, whatever. They were so yummy. And I remember once I stole one.
Like Flintstones amphetamines. Yeah, I used to love those too.
Yeah. once I
Banana
s-
syrup.
Yeah. I can't remember. It wasn't even like flavored like fruit or anything. It was just something that you chew, but it tastes like medicine. And I stole like a whole like little package of it.
Rocks of crack.
Ate the whole thing. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you were
Pop
flying.
rocks.
How old were you?
I was like, 8.
That's how you know you're a true musician,
Yeah.
right? You're getting really high, really young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
true.
Awesome.
I did start writing my first songs when I was about that age. Yeah.
Oh.
Good times. Good times. About my first love, Macaulay Culkin. Yeah.
He's my first love. Well, he's the reason I got into acting.
we talked
Macaulay
about that.
Culkin.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I told my friend that the other day too. And
He was
Yeah.
also on your last podcast.
yeah, that's right. So I've officially talked way too much about Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all obsessed with him. He was my crush back when
Yeah.
I was growing up.
I like Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Remember him? I loved him.
Of course, I remember JTT.
Did you have the poster?
I don't know. Did I? What poster? Like which poster?
The
You asked
poster.
if there
Oh,
was
honey.
One
The
specific poster.
the
Rodrigo had a very
shirtless
formative JTT poster. His parents like, why are you so obsessed with Home Improvement? Why do you keep asking us for Home Improvement stuff? Yeah, good old
Voice
JTT.
of young Simba.
Oh yeah, that's right. He just couldn't wait to be king
Yeah,
and get out of show business forever.
apparently.
Smart move by him. Yeah, we love you, JTT. Okay, well, it's nice having you guys.
Cut my life into pieces.
Oops! Oh, I meant to hit and record. Oh,
Love the bees.
Butterfingers.
Cut my life
Okay,
into
that's enough of that. Okay, bye.